Hello, this is Steve Shaw for acrylicpouring.com, and today I want a little drama. I want a little excitement. I want a little fire. So I'm going to do a pour today using only red and yellow and black as my swipe color. I'm hoping it's something super dramatic, super exciting, just wow. So let's see what happens. I'm using today the Apple Barrel yellow paint and the Apple Barrel real red and the Apple Barrel black paint. Those are the three colors I'm using. I did have to water them all down a little bit, and I'm going to add a little bit of 3-in-1 silicone to the red and the yellow. I'll leave the black so it's kind of thick, so when I do the swipe, hopefully it will push down through the other two colors, and the other two colors will be trying to pull up, and we'll get some pretty dramatic effects. So I'm going to give a pretty good shot of that in there, a pretty good squirt of the silicone in there, and I've got my mixing sticks here. I'm going to give these a pretty good mix. Wow, I didn't realize this red is really thick, so we'll see what happens there. Gonna take my yellow, it's got the silicone sitting on top, give it a couple of swirls. I was tempted to do this as a flip cup because it's just so much fun when you do that flip cup and you turn it over and you lift that cup up and the entire little universe comes pouring out in front of you, but I'm doing a swipe today. So set this aside, and I'm gonna just kind of at random pour my red and my yellow across, and I'd have to decide, do I want to swipe? I think I'm going to do my swipe this direction, so I'm going to leave an area across this area that'll be basically empty, where I'll pour my black, and then I'll use my swiping tool, which is just a piece of plastic, and I will pull that back to drag the black across the yellow and the red. So here we go. Let's do a little pouring here. Back and forth in here. And that just used up about 10 ounces, close to 10 ounces of red. Okay. And this is probably 8 ounces of the yellow. Again, give it a little swirl. I'll try to fill in some of these areas. This is thinner than that red. That is some bright colors right there. Wow. Okay. All right, so to kind of help make sure I get a good cover on this, I'm going to go ahead and lift it up. I'm going to just tilt back and forth a little. Boy, that yellow is flowing a lot more than the red. Side to side. All right, I have a corner up here that the red is not, that the color's not wanting to get onto. So I know I'm cheating a little bit. I'm really not. I'm just taking my finger and I'm going to just get the red and the yellow to cover the canvas. I just really want the canvas to be covered, so at the end, after I do my swipe, there's not bare canvas showing, because that can be a little tricky to cover up sometimes. So hitting these areas that don't have any paint on them. Up here in my corner. Okay. Wow, already looks pretty cool, but it's gonna look a lot cooler with this black. Nice thick layer of black. Giving a little stir. Again, no silicone in there. I do on my paints, let me say this, I do add a little bit of Zinsser paint booster. It's a little bit like Floetrol, but not really. The paint booster, though, goes in with the paint, and it's supposed to help it flow better, with the idea being that when the painting dries, it's less likely to crack. I think that's called crazing. And if a painting does crack, it's certainly not the end of the world. When you seal it up with your with your acrylic or your resin, it will fill in those gaps. And you can actually buy certain things that will make your paint crackling liquid or something, but try to avoid it if you can. But if it does happen, don't worry one bit about it. On your paintings, they will still be fine. All right, that's a lot of black. And a little shot through there. Let's see what happens. Man, if I was wanting drama, there it is. Sheesh. All right, tool, step to the side, pulling over. Wow. When you do a swipe, it's good to have a paper towel around, or 2 or 3, because of, wow, look at that right in there. That is awesome. Okay, so anyway, as I was saying, I'm gonna wipe off the paint off my swiping tool. Gonna go again, and I'm kind of letting the weight of the swiping tool press down over. Wow, that is beautiful. Okay, another go. Woo, look, I hope you can see this down in here. It is gorgeous. A little bit more with the black. Wow, this is beautiful. I'm just gonna kind of leave that alone over there, I think. Guys, this is gorgeous. Really, really beautiful. All right, I'm gonna grab this and give it a couple little tilts. Get it up in this camera a little bit better, but I'm gonna give a little flow down here, work it a little bit. You can see that stretching down. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna stretch it back up. One of the tricks though with acrylic pour painting is to not mess with it too much. You've got to let the paint kind of take on a life of its own and do its own thing. So, whoa. You know, I don't think, this is just so beautiful. I can't stop looking at it. I don't think I need to do a torch on this. I honestly don't think it's going to do a lot to it. Well, even as we're just standing here watching, this red is poking up through the yellow. The yellow got really strong. I'm going to cover that little corner right there. The yellow has gotten really strong, but let's, just for grins, I'll hit it with a torch. We'll see what happens. It's not going to hurt anything. When you use a torch, you can use a large torch or one of those smaller kind of cooking torches. Just make sure there's nothing in the area that can catch on fire. So I'm actually going to move a plastic cup out of the way. I like to use a larger propane torch. Starting with this black edge up here. All right, that's causing a little bit of the black to pull back. Yeah, as I thought, this really, not a whole lot is happening with the torch. It's not pulling much back out of it, which is fine, because this certainly is, wow, we got all right, it's working more on the black than anywhere else. Like in this area, I'm getting some more cells. Wow, that got really beautiful right in this little area. All right, I'm gonna hit this black one more time. Woo, settle down, torch. Torch went out. Calm it down a little bit. All right, I'm going to leave that alone. So here is my dramatic acrylic pour on fire. I think it turned out great. Wow, And this could hang in either direction. I may have to play with this a little bit more. Hey, listen, thank you for watching this video. Feel free to leave a comment down below. I will have a photograph of this in its finished state along with the video. If you like the content of the video, please hit subscribe. Also, pretty much all of my paintings are available at my Etsy store. So if you like this painting or want to see more of my work, just simply go to etsy.com and search for Steve Shaw, and you will see my paintings there, very affordably priced, and shipping's always included. Thanks. Bye.